Please like and subscribe. Click on notifications to see when I come on next. Thank you.
How's it going, everybody? Happy Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon. Sorry. Um, Thought I would come on here because I've been waiting to get this Modretro M64 system, and I thought also too we can sit there and talk about it a little bit because there's the Analog 3D out there. There's some of you that have OG systems with if you got the correct hookup on an OG N64, it can look really good on the TV. But that's what this whole thing to me, it's not about the imaging as some people are, thinking, "Oh god, this is really going to make, it just really blow your way." Well, yeah, I want the image to look better on a 1080 or a 4K screen, but the main thing and I think a lot of people are missing this point on this is it to me it's the overclocking. Um for example, Donkey Kong 64 was a taxing system, cartridge for the system. It used the expansion pack. There was places where it chugged in that. Oh, I had the cartridge upside down, but it chugged along or whatever. And there was other games that were the same way. And some people get into, well, it's what the developer intended. Well, the developer didn't intend it to chug along. They just had a system that couldn't handle what they were doing. So this overclocking on these things gets them up to par where they should have been. GoldenEye is another prime example. I've seen GoldenEye running on the Analog 3D with overclocking, and it runs sweet. And that's what I wanted it for. It's like, if you just want image quality, then yeah, you can keep your old OG N64, get the right HDMI hookups, and it'll look great on your big screen. And there you go. But if you want the games to run a little better, I think that's where these things come in handy. Let's see. Yeah, I'll get to you right there, PJ. Let me just say hello to everybody. Hey, Derek, how's it going? How's it going, Chris? Good to see you. PJ, of course, because I'm just talked to you, and then for retro's sake, it's good to see all you guys. Um, on the M64, my understanding is you have to have the memory card right now. The Analog 3D, from my understanding, has a save feature now. They just added recently on there. That's why, that's the thing I'm going to tell you too is if you, for the best system running out of the box, like just getting it, hooking it up and running it out of the box, you'd be better off with an Analog 3D. Analog 3D has been out for about 8-9 months. They've been updating the shit out of that thing. and it has a lot of stuff out of the box. There are things that Modretro have to catch up with them, and that's where the difference come into. I knew that. I knew Analog had to jump on Modretro. I knew Modretro would be basically playing catch up, but I'm okay with that. I got this system because actually it was just the aesthetics of it. I like the look of it, even though I think the Analog 3D looks slick as shit. It's a nice looking system, but I looked at the Mod Retro as a blend between the N64 and the GameCube, and I like that kind of look to it. That's why some people, oh, well, it's kiddish or whatever. Well, they said that same thing about the GameCube, and I didn't give a shit about that at the time either. So, you know what I mean? Hey, how's it going, Salvador? Good to see you. But yeah, to answer your question, PJ, my understanding is that right now the Mod Retro doesn't have that. That's supposed to be added. They have a. If you go to Mod Retro's site, they have a chart on there showing all their timeline of how when they expect to have these things done, and that's included in on it. But like I said, the Analog 3D has that right now that you can do that on, and I think it's on the system itself. Now I don't know with the multi carts, but I don't think the Mod Retro does that on the multi cart either. I know some of the multi carts are running on the M64 as well as they are on the Analog 3D, so you're good on that. Especially the summer cart seems to be the biggest one that's running on all of them. So yeah, well, that's I mean, you have to take a look at because see, I got the M64 cost me $200 because I got the early bird when they were announcing it, and I put in for it. And even though I didn't get it day one, they still honored the early bird, so I paid $200 for it. I didn't get a controller for it, and that's the one thing I was going to tell everybody too is, hey Jeff, how you doing? I'm going to do an unboxing, but if you want a better unboxing, I'm going to give you a recommendation. Let me see where it's at. Okay. Let me make this bigger here. Give me a second here. I'm trying slow, old and slow. Nope, that's not it. How'd that go? All right. Oh, okay. I gotta pop out of there. I gotta pop back in here. Now I should be. All right. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Okay. Here's my recommendation.
Please like and subscribe to
Oh,
my channel and then click
I
notifications.
forgot I had that set up to go.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Go to this website. This is Mr. Postal. Mr. Postal did a unboxing for the M64, and he did a more in-depth one. So if you want a deeper one than I'll be doing, I would recommend going to his channel and checking it out. If you look down here, you go down to the second row, second one from the left. It's the Mr. Postal unboxing the Mod Retro M64 and controller. So yeah, go check it. I watched it. It was a pretty good one. So that's why I recommend it. And plus, I like Mr. Postal. Yeah, if you want to get a more in depth one, I would go ahead and do that. Get back to me. Alrighty. Because like I said, I'm going to be doing one, but mine is going to probably probably won't be as in depth as his is. Plus, he also got the controller, and I don't have the controller. I have other controllers, and trying to get my window straightened up here. Sorry about that. Yeah, Poe's a good dude, man. So yeah, I would check him out because, like I said, my unboxing will be okay, but it's not going to be as in depth as his was. And like I said, he also has the controller, so that really helps out. Let's see. Let me check see what everybody was saying while I was gone. All right, everybody's saying hi to Jeff. DJ agreeing with me. Poe rocks. uh, yeah, his Derek's right. His unboxing was good. So yeah, like I said, if you want a um, Jeff Go Game Go just brought up another thing. If you go and check his unboxing, also go watch his video, a pickled bear video. Jeff told me about that, and man, I never laughed so hard watching that thing. So, hey Megan, how you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, so yeah, go watch Mr. Poe Styles unboxing of the M64, and then after that, go watch his pickle bear commercial. So you get 2 videos for one. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Poe Style does do a good job. Let's see. Okay, we got that. Let me get over to here. Get that off. All right, so might as well get to the unboxing of it. This is what it comes in. This is the M64. The colorful box. I think it says down here the KO. I think it's like 3 KO. I don't know what the hell they're KO. But yeah, it's a nice looking box. I mean, it has what you need in it. But what I like on it is it has this security opening, so you just tear that and get into it. Now, some people won't like it because it tears the box. I don't get. I'm not a box keeper. I don't give a shit about that. I get boxes and I toss them. Boxes just hold my shit that I get. But anyways, you rip that off. Has a thing in there for see. It just says security security system disengaged. Then the inside box is the Modretro. So let me get that out of here. Yeah. I hate when they have boxes inside of boxes because they never come out the way you want them to. And I want to shake and break it, drop it on the ground. There we go. All right, so once you get that, like I said, this is the outer packaging. This is what the inside looks like. It's all black, has the outline of the system or whatever. I actually like the inside box. It's pretty slick looking. Now let me see how you get this thing off. I'm lucky I don't have a box cutter because I would just, yeah, exactly. If I had a box cutter, I would just cut the shit out of that. But yeah, there's the system inside the box. I got the red, as you can see. And when you watch Mr. Poe Style video, he got red too, which was coincidence. I didn't get mine red based on his. We both must have liked the red color. But then you take it out, there's your system. Small, hefty, feels good. Doesn't feel like a piece of shit. Doesn't feel like that typical Chinese plastic, even though I don't know if this is made in China or where the hell they make this at, or is this made in the United States? That's a good question. Let me take it out of here and see. Got a QR code on the bottom of it. Let's see where the hell. Yeah, remember I'm old too, so I don't see really well. Um, looks like it is that Vietnam? I think it might have been. I think it says Vietnam, so it was made in Vietnam. But that's the inside of the box. Like I said, all them boxes are gonna be in the trash because I don't give a shit about that crap. Yeah, the controller looks great. I'm gonna get one. I just haven't got it yet. Here's all your power supplies, and they got hookups from everybody: UK, Japan, us. I think that is that Japan or is that the UK? I think that's Japan, and this is the UK. I think Europe. I should say Europe, not just UK. All right, you got a long braided cord. It's already set up for United States, so you don't have to worry about the adapters. I'll keep the adapters just in case. This is rubber band together, which is cool because I hate twisty ties. It's all USB C. Hook that up. There we go. There's some plastic to tear off, which I know in some videos people really get satisfied by tearing the plastic off. Oh shit! I broke it. The knob came off. Gonna have to send the unit back. Man, I have no fingernails. How in the hell do they expect me to get this plastic off here? Oh Jesus! The plastic on the one knob's almost impossible if you don't got no fingernails. All right, there's that one off there. Ooh, look at that. Any more in plastic? Yeah, the one on the on and off knob's gonna have to stay there because I ain't got the goddamn fingernails. I can't reach it. That's right. They love you a long time. On the back of it, as you can see, there's what the power has the HDMI. There's two more USB Cs off here to the side, which I'm taking is probably for controllers. There's a SD card, which see if we can get that booger to pop out of there. Looks like oh Christ, 16 gigabyte. I'm telling you, they don't make shit for older people anymore, man. It's all for the young kids because I can't read half that shit. Oh, there's some more plastic on the back. Woo-hoo. All right, so except for the trying to see if I got something I can get in there for the plastic on the button. Because like I said, I cannot reach that with my I have no lack of fingernails. And you know what? That goddamn Lucky Palmer. All right, let's see. Get this hooked up. This is the power. Where's my HDMI? All right, hold on a second. I might have to do something here because I might have made a mistake, but we'll see. plugged in? Okay. No, it wasn't plugged in. All right, there it goes. Got to see if the screen pops up, which, okay. Now, hold on. I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to do a pause on my stream. Just checking to see if you guys get caught up to me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry I had to do that. I keep forgetting with when I'm using Elgato uh for my streaming, if you have OBS up, it automatically wants to handle it. So then when you try to do Elgato Studio is what I was trying to kick up, it won't let you do it. This is just being a dick about it. So all right. So let's go to gameplay here. I got to get the window capture. We have got this. Okay, there we go.
Please like and subscribe to my channel and then click notifications. Thank you.
All right. Is it still cut out? Okay, let me see. I don't know why it cut out. All right, let's see if that works better. I don't know. All right, let's see. We'll see once I get into this. All right. So, anyways, this is this first opening screen of it. Now I'm going to use the turn dial on this thing. We're going to open up the menu. Now I think it's up here. Yeah, I got to get to Wi-Fi. I'm gonna blank this screen for a minute because it's none of your guys' business what the hell my passcode is. No offense. All right. Now let me enter this stuff in and then I'll be back. A lot of entering. Okay. Ooh, I had a senior moment there. I couldn't remember what the hell my passcode was. Okay. All right, this should be in. Let me see. This should be working. All right, there we go. Let me get back to that. All right, there we go. My passcodes are like uh, uh, they're long. There's a lot involved in it, and they're long. If I ever get dementia, I'm fucked because I don't know how in the hell I would remember anything, and I don't have anything written down. All the shit's up in my head. All right, let's see. So we got all that going. So there should be, I would imagine something. There it is. Check for updates. We're going to check for an update since we just got this. Because there was one I think came out since they shipped the order. How's it going, Knobs? Oh shit! How did you know that, Chris? Update available. Yada yada. Let's see, it's hot fix. Add global wireless rumble override. Add wireless rumble support for the M64. That was the other thing, was the M64 controller didn't have wireless rumble. Now it does. Add 50 and 60%, 50 megahertz and 60 megahertz resolutions can be chosen directly for supported displays. Improve audio compatibility for various displays. Fix removal of wired controller would not be detected in some circumstances. Fixed wireless controllers would not be forgotten in some circumstances. Fixed controllers pairing animation would not disappear in some circumstances. Fixed network scanning page would render incorrect in some circumstances. So we'll update this. I don't know how long this takes. Now, I've heard that this isn't the fastest wireless hookup for updating, but you know what? It's one half dozen the other. Either that or you take out the SD card, put it in your computer, update it through that, put it back into the console, do it, or just do it over the air. I'd rather just do it over the air. But, if I had to do it on an SD card, I wouldn't give a shit either. So I'm used to doing it that way on a lot of consoles, anyways. Feel like I'm updating my Evercade. That's probably what it was. If I turn up the volume, you could hear the boop, boop. See, that's sometimes what people will say. Well, yeah, you on the M6, the Analog 3D is supposed to add wireless to it one of these days. And right now, you have to update through the SD card. So, then people get into that. Well, here on the M64, you can do the over the air and that. And like I said, it's cool to do it over the air because then you don't have to mess with it. But it really doesn't take that long to take your SD card out, slap it in, and do it. I mean, probably by the time this thing update, you probably would have done the same damn thing, taking your SD card out, slap it in there, get the update, and put it on your system. So, I mean, does it really eat that up that more time? Who the hell knows? Um, that's what I say. Some people get real nitpicky on these systems. The differences. I think in the end you're going to find out that once Modretro has been going along, both these systems are going to be very similar in a lot of ways. And I think if anybody knows Modretro from their Chromatic, they've been very thorough on that too, and providing updates and keep going. And Analog does on their stuff as well. So either company you're going to be okay with. Sometimes Analog does some stupid shit, but I own one of their pockets, and the Analog Pocket. I love that thing. The Analog Pocket's slick as shit. That's a cool system, and I mean it's a well built system. They do build quality stuff, so that would have been a nice touch. Oh, I mean, we definitely see people in line. The Wi-Fi is slow. It's not the speediest. But that plays into what I was saying. If you had an analog 3D and then you would and somebody was trying to make you jealous because this does over the air, you could just tell them, well, by the time I put my SD card in my computer, get download, put in that, it about take just as much time as you spend on just doing it over the air. So at least you get to see updating in real time. If I was doing a video, I'd have cut this shit out, but unfortunately, you got to sit here with me on this. Well, I mean, you don't have to sit here; you can just leave. But I prefer you didn't do that. So, yeah, I'm watching this update. That bar they got that lights up the cartridges. It's it's up. It's moving with the update. I mean, not like the same thing as the update. The bar is going across, but it goes over and then comes back, goes over, kind of like Kit from Knight Rider. We're halfway there. I know, Megan. As I said, if I'd done a video, I'd have cut all this shit out. But unfortunately, you guys are stuck with me doing this. Like I said, I had heard that the wireless was slow, and there was a part of me that was hoping maybe it wasn't as slow as people were making it out to be. But yeah, they weren't lying. It's not the quickest. But as I said, it feels like updating my Evercade. Maybe they need to put that overclock into good use and have it the overclock and work on the updating. I think I'm gonna do Donkey Kong 64 first, Lone. I think with that one, because I mean, I'm sure from playing it, that one chugs along in some spots. So I think that would be a good one because I want to see how the games run. Just sticking it in there, not doing anything to it, and then after that, I want to hit the overdrive on it and see what it does. I mean, we might mess around with the filters a little bit too. It just depends. Talk about Rogue Squadron, or you talk about racing. I don't have the racer. I only have like so many carts myself, but I have the M60. It's not the M64. The Summer Cart 64 ordered. So, and supposedly the one I got comes like preloaded with everything on it. And just for shits and giggles, it also has NES, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color on it as well. So, because you got to remember, this is the Modretro was working along with the Mister Group, so this thing basically will have other cores built into it, have other cores running on it. So I wouldn't be surprised if down the road it's not running, everything, all Nintendo stuff, all Atari stuff, all, everybody's stuff on there because it'll be, it's running it'll be able to run all the FPGA cores. It'll be a one-stop shopping box, basically. And that's the thing Analog's good on that too. Don't get me wrong on that. Analog's pretty good on having people work on the open source it, and that's mod retro already opened this up for open source and opened the code up to everybody in that. So you're going to start getting stuff from the people on the internet opening up more what this thing could do. I suppose now it's up, Dan. We're getting close. But yeah, I think the episode one racer would have been great on here. That would have been a good one to try out, though. That's the other thing I heard too is Analog 3D's overclocking is superior to what's on the M64 right now. So that's another. That's when I was saying before is like if you want something right out of the box that has the best picture quality, has the greatest overclocking than that, yeah, you probably be better suited getting the Analog 3D. If you want to get a system like I did and wait a bit as this stuff rolls in, then get the M64. But yeah, if you're impatient, you don't want to wait around for some of that stuff to be implemented. It's better you better get Analog 3D because, like I said, you can't go wrong with either system. It just depends on what kind of patience you have for it. Like I said, I'm okay with steps being taken to make it better, as long as I think it'll be decent as it is right now. Um, and then, the stuff come later on. But yeah, a lot of it, and a lot of it I don't even give a shit about. But 'cause, that's the thing is I like the look of the original N64. It had its character, you know what I mean? I just want it to look good on a bigger, on a 1080 or on a 4K. Now, once I get these controllers hooked up, Um, right now, I'm using that dial on the console. But once you get the controllers hooked up, you don't have to do that anymore. You can use your controller to change all your on-screen functions. So, all right. Now, I'm pretty sure I can't remember if hot swapping's in here yet. I think it is. We're gonna find out the hard way. I, like I had to blow in the cartridge, even though I didn't really have to, but it's just I'm so used to doing it. Okay, I think the first one I'm gonna try. I don't know why I didn't do this before I put the game in. Let's see. I'm not hearing anything. You guys hearing anything? Yeah, I'm not hearing shit. All right, try this. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this out of here. For some reason, my Elgato Studio is not allowing me to hear that. So let me see if I can do this, get this working. Okay. That- See if that picks up the sound. Top audio, property. I'm not hearing shit. Why I always got to dick around with this stuff? It shows it, but it's not playing. Hey, is there volume on this thing? Here, let me check this stuff out. Yeah, there might be a volume on this thing I'm missing. Let's see. I don't think there is. Right. No, why would there be anything on there? There's something else going on. Alrighty. Well, it makes me disappointed. Hold on a second. This is my life on dealing with dealing with uh yeah, that's I'm trying to get the game audio. I don't know why in the hell it's not kicking in there for some reason. Yeah, I mean there's the Elgato, but yeah, why is it not doing any sound? Huh. I had this problem last night when I was on Pete's show for some reason. It was doing the same thing. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing differently. Text critically. Right? It just should be working. So I don't know why it's not. Everything from here is just showing it should be working. So but apparently it's not. That's the problem. Hmm. I don't know. Doesn't look like I got any. I can get the sound working for some reason. trying everything. Mind you, I ain't the most techie in the world, so trying my best, but like I said, it just seems like every time I'm messing with something, I gotta go through this shit. Mhm. And this is the same setup I use for my Xbox that I stream on all the time, and I don't have any problem. But now I seem to have one. Check, make sure still. I don't know if there is a volume thing in here. I just don't see why there would be. That'd just be kind of dumb. But something going on. I just don't know what to hear about that. But that's yeah. I mean, I was sitting there thinking of it, but I mean, why in the hell would the settings have something to cut your sound? Oh, hit the wrong button. Well, you know what? Let me get a controller hooked in here at least. How's the pairing thing? I actually don't know how to pair this controller, so bear with me. Figured that just this button should be it. Oh, wait a minute. Something's going on. Or is that just the pairing thing? All right, that's not working. Try this real quick. Pairing button. That doesn't seem. This is trying to. I'm trying the NSO controller, which doesn't seem to be working. So that must not pair up. So both the wireless ones has been well. The one I don't even know how to get it to do it. So we're just gonna have to. I got the old original N64 controller, so we're just gonna have to go old school. Okay, like that. There we go. All right, so we got that. See, is it okay? B is closed. Okay, I think it's the Z button and Start button gets, yeah, okay. That gets you into the menu. All right, let's go. That's controllers. That's why that's the system. Fine. Nothing, not much in there. Software update. Yes, nothing on that. It's just something stupid with uh OBS for some reason. Go back to me. Okay. Yeah, because like I said, it might be. I don't know what the hell it is. Yeah, I did press it. It was blinking across it, but it didn't do anything. Because like I said, I have to figure out why in the hell what the hell you do. Wait a minute. That might be okay. There's a switch on the bottom of this thing. I don't know what the switch does. Yeah, because I know this is charged up. So, and I know I synced it to the switch. So I'm not sure why it's not doing it. I mean, it's not even doing it. Unless there was a certain way to do it. I don't know if you had to push the sync and another button or how the hell they done it. Well, I'm trying right now, see if that does anything. But yeah, I have to figure that out because this is actually a decent controller. I actually liked it. I used it on the Switch, like I said. But yeah, I'm not sure what why this thing isn't. Yeah, I apologize, everybody, but yeah, I just I'm kind of lost in words. What the hell the problem is on this thing? But like I said, it's not the first time I've had issues with OBS and the Elgato. Like I said, this is what I use constantly when I do. Most of my gameplay lately has been on the Xbox, so I do it all the time. And then all of a sudden now I'm trying to do it, and it doesn't want to work. I don't, who knows? I don't know what the deal is on it. Let's see. Let me see if this does anything. All right, hold on a minute.
Please like and subscribe to my channel and then click notifications. Thank you.
Now that's working. Let's see. Let me get out of here. Still nothing. Not a damn thing. I thought when I changed over to this thing that it would trying these custom audio settings, but it doesn't seem to be helping out any. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have no clue of why that's not working or make sure this is shut down. Okay, that's not doing anything. I don't know if it's because I switched over from studio that's doing this. Who knows? Well, that kind of made the video short, didn't it? I mean, we could see the stuff, but yeah, you guys can't hear shit. I mean, and actually, I can't hear shit. So I'm not hearing anything whatsoever on it. It's not doing me any good either. So yeah, I have no clue why that. I'm in OBS messing around with the settings, but that's not doing anything for me. Yeah, so just nothing. Right. See, now desktop audio almost popped up something. Hell, this. I don't. Yeah, frustrating. Well, I don't want to waste you guys' time anymore. So yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a loss of words. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I have no clue. Was working in studio. It's not working through Elgato. I mean, we got the picture and everything, but it's not, not doing a damn thing for us. And I don't know why. I'm doing all the stuff that I know to do, and it's not helping out any. So, like, I hear it clicking once in a while. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you looked at that, Lone. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe through the Elgato. But I mean, people's been doing it, and I'm imagining they're running through the Elgato. Um, so yeah, I don't understand why that would be a problem. But let's see. There it goes. Well, that was all I did was change the the resolution on it. Jesus. Can you guys hear that? Donkey Kong. Yeah, I mean, if you see what I did, it was at 1080 60. I just went to auto 1080 60 and it works. So who knows? As I said, that's what's so weird about it is it was at 1080 60 and I hit it to auto 1080 60 and then it worked. So why change it to the same resolution that it was at before, but the auto made it work? I guess, All right. Now I'm gonna try to turn this. Let's see. We're gonna go to the overclock. All right. Well, what did that do? Did it overclock and blow the system? Yay. All right, let's try that again. I mean, I know the system restarts when it overclocks, but I don't think it takes that long to come back up. Hopefully not. Was it the whole system out now? I killed it. I overclocked the bitch and killed it. All right, now this is odd. Okay, there's the okay. I got scared there for a minute. It's like, what the hell? Did I blow it up? But okay, now like the controller's not working at all. It's still plugged in. The hell? I mean, they tell you it's experimental, but too extreme. And so maybe you have to turn it off and then reinsert the cartridge. See what else is eject button. Let's try that. Doo, doo, doo. Or it just might be the overclocking doesn't work on that game either. But yeah, well, we're gonna have to try that because I don't. It's not popping up. So that might be one of the games that the overclocking doesn't work on. All right, yeah. I knew there was some games that didn't work on. I didn't look through the list, but yeah, I'm taking it. Donkey Kong must be one of them. Yeah, I thought I did. I was like, oh shit, I blew the system up. Well, let's get in to see how Donkey Kong plays at least. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks like Donkey Kong. I don't really have an old system to compare it to either, though. I haven't played this for a while. I love this game though. The thing about that, Megan, is it wouldn't it wouldn't be past me to break something as soon as I got it. I haven't tried this original controller out yet, so I wonder how good it works. That's on clean. That's what it looks like under TRT. Let's see. This is scan lines. I guess. And you get into custom, which I imagine, from what I've seen, there's a lot of custom, so I'm not going to get in that shit right now. I think clean probably looks the best right now. Oh, yeah, I didn't see it. Was there another save file on there? Yeah, I forgot how long this intro is.
I want you to do everything in your power to keep Donkey Kong distracted. Steal that hoard of golden bananas he treasures so much, and take care of his pathetic friends. This time there can be no mistakes.
Oh, Your Excellency, we've already taken care of business.
I hope for your sake you're right this time.
No.
You could definitely tell that Rare had made this and not Nintendo themselves.
I'll be preparing my lizard-flavored surprise.
Still want to. Let me try this real quick while we're doing this. Let's see if I can get this damn one to pair up with it. Because I can swear they said that it does. That doesn't seem to be doing. I mean, it's trying to pair, but it's not. Oh, you know what? It's not pairing. Okay, I see. I'm pretty sure this is. There we go. See how that works. Well, it stopped working, but go back to this. Yeah, I wasn't even doing pairing mode correctly. Doesn't mean it's still going to pair, but like I said, I just heard that I thought it did, but I'm not seeing anything. Or it's taking forever to pair. Yeah, I don't think it is. That's a shame. I was hoping that one, I especially was hoping this one would. Let me see if I was doing the same mistake on this one. Showing anything there. This might be a, you have to hold two buttons on this one. I'm not sure. Okay, I see what one of it, that button is for switch and then something else. So that's probably why it wasn't working when I had the switch part clicked. It's not doing anything. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. I think it's pairing. We'll find out here in a minute. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's pairing. Yeah, I might have to check online, see what I'm doing wrong on this. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure this one does pair. And it's not, it's beeping like it's pairing, but it's not doing anything. Oh, wait a minute. There it goes. Oh, shit, it worked. It took me a bit. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So the game is has a delay on it. So let me see. Yeah, maybe there's a problem capturing. I don't know. Let's try something else. See if it now. I'm just gonna put this out here. The eject button that's on this thing is hard as shit to push. I said I'm busting my ass trying to push that damn thing. Unless I'm just old and weak, I can't push it or whatever. But yeah, something's going on. Yeah, we're gonna try that again. Right. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, what happened to it? Okay, there we go. Jesus. We got that.
Good morning, Wedge. The rest of Rogue Squadron is still back at base, but I thought we could take an early morning run through Beggar's Canyon.
Let me know if the sound is to me it doesn't sound off.
Luke, I think we've got a problem.
Uh-oh. I should have checked the goddamn list of what ones doesn't work all that great.
Hey, Mario! Hello!
All right, this press start. This has saves on it too.
Okie dokie.
This will take a little bit to get used to too, because I've been playing this on the Switch. Now, see, like, I'm not getting any sound delay out of it. You still getting that, Lone? To me, it sounds perfectly fine. So if there's a sound delay or whatever, it's... What the hell is this? Why is there two sound? That might be also too because wait a minute. Let me see if I can get this corrected. Tell me if that corrects it, Lone. Tell me if it's still going on. Is it still doing it? Yeah, no, the console sounds fine. There's no miss in it or anything. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's coming across that way. Let's see.
I'm tired. I'm not sure on all these settings. Just kind of seeing what looks decent to the eye, I guess. And some of them I'm not even noticing any changes, so. Mamma mia.
Yeah, like I said, it works in the thing. I don't know, Lone. Like I said, why is it doing that? But yeah, here I'm not any. I don't have any sound lag whatsoever. Oh, what the hell. Right. Try damn Star Wars again. See what the hell the deal was with that. Like I said, I haven't looked at the list of what works and what doesn't, so.
Take an early morning run over Moss Isley with Wedge Antilles, but keep your eyes open for any suspicious activity.
Luke, I think we've got a problem. Is that my imagination, or are those Imperial probe droids dead ahead? They're attacking the homestead. I'm clear, but my fighter's down.
Well, I ain't saying it's not happening on stream, but it's not happening in my ears, is what I'm saying. Because it's like this firing. It when I push the button, the fire happens right as I push the button in my ear. That's the same thing with Mario. When I was doing the stuff, it was as I was doing it, the sounds in that, I could hear them. As soon as he does the jump or whatever, it's like as soon as I did the motion to do the jump, I could hear it. That's why I'm wondering if it's an Elgato thing, because like I said, yeah, to me, it does. I don't hear the delay. I can swear you can fire faster than this, unless I'm imagining it. I don't know. It just feels like it's not firing as fast. Now, granted, I haven't. The only time I've played this is in emulation, so I don't know if it fires different in emulation than here. But this seems sluggish. There we go. That's because I didn't have the wings fully open. Okay. I mean, it's hard to say on the graphics. Because, I mean, it looks like to me like it always has. So, I mean, I guess if you could clean it up even more, but I mean, I'm okay with the way it looks right now because it just reminds me of the N64. So it's kind of hard to say on that. Is it, is it better to be the other way, or, I mean, I guess since I don't have an analog 3D, I don't have the pictures to compare it, but I don't know what it's doing that makes it better than this. In a sense, I mean, I've seen the pictures where it looks good, but not on this game per se. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Because, like I said, it seems to seems to look good. All right, let's see if the overclocking breaks this thing. How long it takes for it to come back up. Oh, it didn't take long. See, I might have noticed the delay there, but I'm not sure. I might have to just look back at them, Lone, because yeah, maybe it's just I'm not noticing it sometimes. But I did notice there at the startup where there seemed to be a delay. I mean, the rest of it, I'm not hearing a delay, so maybe it's occasionally. I don't know.
Luke, I think we've got a problem. Is that my imagination, or are those Imperial probe droids dead ahead? They're attacking home?
All right, that's what I want right there. All right, then I ruined it. Yeah, see, like, okay, when I'm doing the laser, As soon as I push the button, I hear the laser firing. I know there was some slowdown on this, but where was it at? I'm not exactly sure.
Can't fire. The S-foils are closed. Hang on back there. Moss Isley is under attack. We need to assist. Maintain visual scanning.
We saved them. We saved them.
Nice work, Rogue Squadron. We might make a name for ourselves after all.
Well, wasn't great numbers. All right, so I don't know. That looked pretty decent. Like I said, I might have to dial in the look of it better, but I mean, it's fine with me because it looks, like I said, it looks like an N64 title. Let's see if I can try. I can't remember if they said that Cruising USA might be one of the ones with issues. We'll find out. Like I said, I probably should have checked a lot of this stuff out, but I wanted it to be a clean experience opening it and trying it for the first time. And so I guess the issues go along with that. I mean, it, had a hell of a time trying to figure out why it wasn't doing sound and this and that. I mean, it was just stuff that I had to change, but yeah. I mean, if I'd have just done an unboxing video, I could have cleaned all that shit out, but I think it's better. Yes. Yeah, I played Shadows of the Empire. Been a while. All right, now. Okay, we're not getting anything. Let me make sure on this. Okay. They always tell you that blowing in it doesn't really work, but I don't know. For some reason, it seems like it does. Now, let me see if overclocking stayed in. Yeah, it's on still. Went to Ferrari, damn it. It was like a better use of the D-pad than the analog. Oh, well, hell, I don't know. It's touchy either way. It's more touchy with the analog. Oh, shit. Hit a cop. That's probably a bad idea. Oh, shit. We just took a cop out. Yeah. I always love these games because they just racing, arcadey racing. Oh, shit. Get my way, man. Oh, shit. The truck had knocked everybody around there. Oh, Christ. The guy stopped wrecking in front of me. I wouldn't hit you. Whew. I don't know if I ever had that code. So we know this one works. hell? This thing is hard as shit to push down. It wasn't the one time. Okay, there we go. You know what it is you got to kind of push and pull. All right. One of my favorite boxing games, favorite basketball games was Courtside with Kobe Bryant. I might be the only one that really feels that way. Now, I don't know if that turns the rumble on this controller or not. Well, that's what I'm going to try to find out. Oh, where the hell's Lakers at? Oh, okay, maybe it's not in their thing. I'll just pick All Stars here.
A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Chick Hearn along with Stu Lance, and we're ready for the kind of basketball that'll thrill every member of the family. We're here for the game between the Eastern Conference All-Stars and the Los Angeles Lakers.
How's it going, last line?
He drives to the basket, right, lands it with authority. That's one for the highlight reel. 5-second violation. He goes in.
I might suck here at the beginning because I haven't played this for so long. I can't remember.
Passes to Armstrong.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing wrong. I wasn't using the analog stick.
Morning finds the open man. Morning with the shot. No. O'Neal throws the alley-oop and stuffs it.
And there ain't no way Shaq made that. Too close to the free line.
To Fisher. Intercepted. Armstrong with a jumper. Ooh, heartbreak shot.
Chick, I think that was one of the stupidest shots I've ever seen.
Whoa, dude.
Time on the clock, so why on earth did he shoot from there?
He goes up. The slam dunk. Throws up a prayer. Off glass. No good.
That's
The Eastern All
on this one here. The what is it? The first one, NBA Courtside. It plays a little differently. This was just called Kobe Bryant and NBA Courtside. And then the second one is called NBA Courtside Kobe Bryant. Plays a little differently. That's it. Oh yeah, yeah. The NBA 98. Yeah. It's always fun when you can play multiplayers in it.
Fans for the protection of the players and fans, and in the spirit of good sportsmanship, the National Basketball Association requests that you refrain from throwing any objects at... Tonight's matchup is the Los Angeles Lakers versus Seattle.
Please welcome your Seattle Supersonics.
Shaquille O'Neal makes the basket.
Vin Baker.
Eldon Campbell for two.
Ooh. But yeah, these were back when in Nintendo they had this NBA and that. I think this is the only time in Nintendo had an NBA game.
Shaquille O'Neal for two.
They never did do a football or anything like that. But like I said, I always enjoyed playing them. I always thought they were, pretty decent. Then I got Diddy Kong Racing, one of my most favorite games. Diddy Kong. A lot of these are still in their plastic wraps from where I bought them at. This is before the Vaseline. I mean, the baby oil problems. Let's see. Who do we want to be? Oh, yeah, we want to be Conquer. Exactly.
I am the genie of the island. I'm here to help you. Good luck.
Yeah, Banjo always stay clean. Whoop. Hey. Hey, well, good on them, man, that they picked this as the first one to rent for you. Yeah, because this definitely was one of my favorites on the system. Oh. I don't laugh. Oh. Go one, even though my driving skills is a little suspect. Muda. I don't know if this is one I can get into and mess around with these settings and yes, I never liked the scan lines or anything like that. Oh shit. Canceled it out by mistake. Oh. All right. Because that kind of makes it darker. Oh, that's why I keep hitting the rum. I was like, man, why do I keep backing out of it? That washes it out somewhat, it seems like. I don't even notice any difference between them two. Not using any scan lines, that shouldn't affect it. That one. Sure what that one. To change the makes the picture a little darker, I guess. See what that one's doing at all. Not noticing really anything on that one either. Not much on that one either.
Much on that one. That much of a difference on that one either. There sure is a shitload of settings. Huh. You can sit there for hours doing that shit. Like, I'm not getting any rumble, even though this has rumble. I'm not getting anyone through this one. I know they just put the M64 controller. They just did an update because they couldn't do wireless rumble. Now they can on that. Now, I do know the rumble packs work because I have an OG N64 controller. If you put the rumble pack in, it'll work for that. So, like I said, I think this one they're gonna fix where it rumbles too, because this is that 8-bit 64 controller that they came out for Analog, but it works on this one as well.
Game okay. Game status. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to sit that. Well, and also too, my understanding is that like I'm on a monitor, a 1080, so it'll be different on a like I have my one television's OLED, so I'll have to try that out because I heard people say that you had to change quite a bit of things in an OLED, and then my other one's a just an LCD, so that'll probably be different as well, but it's a 4K. Why I keep going off in the water like a dumbass. Second. That's a lot of this stuff is just experimenting, trying to figure it out. So I don't know if you were in here before it last time, but what I was talking about with everybody was, if you want if you want the best system out of the box and has like really good picture and all this stuff, you're probably better off getting the Analog 3D. If you want something that looks, this looks good and I like it, but there's going to be some tweaking involved to catch up to Analog 3D. So if you don't have that patience, you might as well not get this system. But if you're willing to wait as they update it or whatever and get it caught up to the Analog 3D, well then, this is a good system to get, and it's cheaper. But yeah, if you're one of the people that are impatient, you got to have it right now. Analog 3D had, they added that vertical syncing and stuff like that, and they get a really good picture. I don't have one. I've just been watching videos of people that has it. And, it has a really good picture on it. It's really, I'm pretty impressed with it. I just wanted the Modretro because, one, I like the aesthetics of it. And also, I knew it would improve over time, so I wasn't really worried about it. As long as I could play out of box like this, and it's fine, I'm okay with it as it is right now. I'm sure there could be improvements to it, whatever, but, the last time I played anything was on my N64, and this, and this is what you get out of that, Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. And they have that, the GameStop exclusive color, which is that smoke color, which is an actually cool color. But yeah, I also, they have the that M64 controller, but my understanding, I was watching a guy today that said he got it to work on his Analog. So, which is cool that, you can use it on there. Because I don't think Modretro is going to purposely make the stuff not work on the Analog. They're just not going to go out of their way to have it work out of the box on it. You have to, Analog has to do something on their end to make it work with it. But yeah, I'll mess around with it more and try to get it, dialed in here. But like I said, I'm just happy that I can, play the games and that. And, like I said, is there going to be stuff I find out that, well, before you came in here too, I was playing and I couldn't get any sound on it. And I couldn't figure out what the hell the problem was. I was trying to fix it in OBS and Elgato, and I'm trying, messing around with it. And here, all I did was I went into the menu system on here, and it has, I was at 1080 by 60, 60 frames per second. And when I switched it to auto 1080, by 60, all of a sudden the sound came on. So why wasn't it working until I made it automatic? I don't know. It was just weird, but yeah, all of a sudden the sound came on. So I had, that's figuring it out too, because if I'm going to stream, I'm going to have to know how to set this thing up. Because there are some TVs that Lone pointed out that they said there were some TVs where there's no sound or whatever on them. So there's just things you have to, kind of figure out and see what works best on here and why something ain't working. Well, it's like, but like Analog, they're updating it all the time. So I think Analog comes out with an update every 2 weeks or something like that in their schedule. Like I said, I mean, to me, this looks fine because this is, N64 did not have the prettiest graphics sometimes. That's just how, it was just a problem with the system. Got one last game to try out. That's the thing is once my summer card in, I'll have that summer card I got supposedly is preloaded with every game on it. Plus, it has
Oh, the 64 DD disc, then there, games that were on the disc, for the extra levels and stuff like that. And supposedly it has NES, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color on it. And so I don't know how that works on here, but I mean, being that this is that they're working along with Mister on here, uh, I'm imagining, like I said, they're going to have cores added and all that shit to it too. So it's going to be doing up and beyond what the this N64 game. This ought to be a disaster. I suck at this game. Love this game. Suck at it. I play it better on the PlayStation.
2, 1, go! Taking your time, aren't you?
Yeah, hold on. Let's get my shit under control, dude. Oh. Oh. That was bad. Trying to get my drifting down. Jesus. Last time I played this was on the NSO. They were playing this, and Jeff was getting used to it. I don't know if it was the first time he was playing but he was trying to get used to it. So I was doing a little bit better than he was. And then somebody else got on there and just was whooping the shit out of us. Made it look like I didn't know what I was doing. I hate them damn outcroppings. Oop. I used to like playing the Ridge Racer on PSP. That was like my favorite version of it. All right, get your shit under control. Terrible place.
Yeah, it still sucked, but at least got in fourth. Was back in eighth at one time.
Not bad, but you could do better. Give it another shot.
I mean, it's not a bad version of Ridge Racer, though. I hate watching replays because it really shows how bad I was driving. Like the whole goddamn place. Like they should have picked me up for a DUI. I mean, overall, I'd say it's not a bad system. But like I said, if you want something out of the box with the settings to get a good picture right off the bat, you're going to want that analog 3D. If you're like me and you're satisfied with it looking similar to the N64, but the ability to maybe smooth stuff up here, sooner or later, or learn how to do the settings that are already there, because I mean it does have a shitload of settings. Then this is a good option. But I mean, you can't go wrong either one. Pretty soon they'll be pretty evenly matched on how they can do things. So yeah, I wouldn't sweat that. But like I said, it just depends if you're somebody that can wait around till stuff comes out, or do you want stuff now? If you want stuff now, get the Analog 3D. If you're willing to wait as they improve, then get the Modretro 64 and I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them. Plus, you can always stick with your OG 64. But one thing is I'm running on overclocking, and that's something you can't do on the OG system. So when you have all that slowed down and all that, you'll always have that. On here, you can get rid of that, and you can straighten it out. And you can have games run smooth like they were, like people intended them to do, but the hardware just wasn't sufficient for it. And that's, the N64 was ambitious in what they wanted to do with it. And it just didn't have enough oomph to do that sometimes. I'm not sure on the Game Shark special formula. I'm not entirely sure on that. The best thing to do is go to Modretro's site. They have a lot of stuff in there, and then and the information from the users. People have been all over this thing, so you can get a lot of answers to stuff like that. And also for the analog 3D, because that's the one thing. The Analog 3D has been out longer, in the out in the wild. So there's been a shitload of people working on that. So, you could go check on one of them, one or the other. But I have not heard anybody say anything about a Game Shark yet. Because I've watched quite a bit of videos on both this one, the M64 and the Analog 3D. Yeah, I was basically wanting to do this video to tell people it's like, either system's fine. Don't get into the the thing of the fanboys telling you, because there was people that came out and told you that the M64 was like the second coming of Christ, and it's not. It's a good system. There's a lot to it, and there's a lot more going forward. They're updating it all the time, but right now there's some things Analog 3D kicks its ass on. And I think it's better for people to be honest on it. I have an M64, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If there's better stuff on, that you could do on the other system, well then, that's just the way it is. When people do that shit, they sucker people into buying, systems just because, for whatever reason. Because I don't know if the influencers got got paid also, or free, because of their free systems, and they were just saying shit, and talking it up like it was the best thing ever. But yeah, I mean, it's a good system. It's a great system, but there are things Analog 3D are ahead of it on right now. And as I said, it doesn't mean it'll stay that way, but right now, there's some stuff. Overclocking's better on the Analog 3D. The graphic settings are better on the Analog 3D. Analog 3D has a save feature right now that you can save on I think it's the SD card. So, and you can't do that yet on this one. So, I'm just telling you, if you don't mind waiting around for that stuff, then do what I did and get the M64. But if you can't, get the Analog 3D. But you can't go wrong with either system in the long run. You can't go wrong having the original N64 as well. That, like I said, the only thing you can't do with an N64, you can get HDMI, hook up all that stuff, and make your excuse me, your N64 look great. But you can't improve the games with overclock. That's the only thing you can't do, and that's what I think should be the selling point of these consoles, is you can overclock, because that changes everything. All these games was slowed down and this and that. It just it improves them, makes them more playable. Like I seen GoldenEye on the Analog 3D with their overclocking. Man, that thing was running butter smooth. Never ran that smooth on the OG hardware. Now, you can get it in emulation where it can run really good. That's the other beauty of emulation, so there's always that option as well. But yeah, that's what I always tell people is too. Play your games on whatever makes you happy. Don't listen to people telling you, well, you have to do this, you have to do that. Like, no, you don't have to do shit. You play your game wherever you want to play it. Whatever makes you happy, makes you happy. There's purists out there who tell you, oh, well, you got to play on the original hardware. Well, I like the original hardware. I have a Dreamcast that I put a GDEMU in to play a lot of games, but using the original hardware, and I like doing that. But there are emulation out there of the Dreamcast that are really good and has extra settings to make them even look better. So yeah, it just it's all choice or whatever. But yeah, just don't let anybody con you into one or the other, man. Just watch, did what I do. Watch a bunch of these videos. Watch people do the M64. Watch them do the Analog 3D. Watch them do OG hardware. Watch them do emulation, and make up your mind from there which one you want to get. It's your choice. The choice is yours. Don't let anybody con your ass into it. Like I said, I got this because I wanted it. Doesn't mean that anybody else will like it. But yeah, I'm just I actually like the look of this thing. I got the red. I don't know if probably doesn't come across on the camera real good. This is over off the side here. Let me see. Pick this fucker up. Yeah, I got the red one. This is the one I got. I like the look of it and that. Oh shit, moved out of the way. Kind of hard because my damn camera. Oh, there I go. Yeah, like I said, I like it. I like the color of it. That. Some people don't like this big ass button on there. I don't give a shit. Again, like I said, it's a preference. If you don't like the button, because if you look the Analog 3D, it has a very sleek look to it. I mean, it's a good looking machine. So yeah, if you like that, then get that. Aesthetics ain't everything anyways, but just, like I said, again, it gets into your preferences. Is that something that means something to you? Okay, well then get it. But yeah, I've only got I've got 10 cartridges for the N64. Like I said, I'm getting one of the Summer Cart 64, which has everything on it. But every cartridge I played so far has worked. Um, and just tweaking around with them and that. Apparently, I had to do the blowing in the cartridge, which worked for whatever reason. But these games I got, and they were sealed and everything, and I this is the first time for me trying them out, which I'm glad I bought them and they worked. Could have been worse, but I still will buy more N64, but I'll get loose carts. I'm not playing, I'm not a collector in the sense that I got to have the inbox with all the paperwork. I don't give a shit about all that stuff. I just want the game. So there's certain games I like to collect, but yeah, most of the time, it's not a big deal. Hey, how's it going up here? Yeah, we're just I was just wrapping up here. Now, that's what too. I gotta check back over Lone and see that sound issue you were talking about. It's like you said, I'm not noticing it in my headset. So I don't know why it's I don't know if it's YouTube or the system through the which it would that doesn't make any sense though, because it seems like it would be on my end as well. So it has to be OBS going through YouTube, I would think, because the system, if it's if I'm hearing it and it's correct, the sound is good. I don't know. That one's confusing me on that. Like I said, I'm not noticing anything with it. Actually, wait a minute. Let me put Mario in again. Let me see if I can really try to. Oh Christ! I might not notice a half a second, Lone. Yeah, that might be too close for me to notice.
Please like and subscribe to my channel, and then click notifications. Thank you.
All right, let's see. That's what's cool is once I sync this controller up, all I gotta do is hit the start button on it again and resyncs it, man, just with no problem. So. All right, let me push start. Yeah, see, the ass thump sounds like as soon as it hits the ground, it does it. Yeah, it's where I would expect it to be. So. Thanks, Pierre. And I haven't really adjusted it a lot, Pierre, because I'm not exactly sure. There's a lot of settings on this goddamn thing. So I've really got to sit down with it. So, I mean, like when he's doing the ass thump, does it sound off to you? Because it sounds dead on to me. Because I mean, there's no lag whatsoever to me. There's not, I mean, even if it's a half a second or nothing like that, it's instantaneous. When he hits the ground, he makes that thump sound. Boom. Just, I mean, where I would expect it to be. So yeah, I have to watch it back and see if what you're talking about. Yeah, see, his footsteps sounds right on too. When his foot's hitting the ground, I can hear the clip, the clip clop. Yeah, because the yaw's right at the top of the jump, right? Well, that's why I want to make sure, Lone, because it's like, if I listen back and then I notice it, then we know it was like the Elgato. But if I listen to the video and it doesn't sound off to me, then it's you. Well, no, it might be that you are more sensitive to it. I don't know, or you notice it more. I shouldn't say sensitive. It's just like, yeah, some people are, with sound and that, they can catch stuff better than others. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's okay. That's a little different depending on where you're laying on the wall. Trying to listen to the doors. They sound the same. Oh shit, he tricked me. Oh shit. Got too close to the edge. Sorry, Mario. That was my fault. My bad. That was dumb. Got in a hurry.
Mamma mia!
I mean, if that's a little bit louder, but I don't think it goes up much more. Actually, I can't go higher than that. Oh, shit, it pushed the wrong button. Ah. Come on, Mario. God damn it, still did it. Ugh. Trying to push the camera button. Should get me closer. That's the one I got to aim for. Oh, shit. Threw him the wrong way. All right. Damn it. My timing's off horribly. Whew. Horrible. I ran and fell off, fell off the edge. I used to thought he said so longy baldy. What I used to hear. All right. Let's gotta get my goddamn timing right. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to go back in there. Get up. This controller is actually pretty good. I have to say. I still wish I could get the get back in there. All set. Oh. Trying to get this one to sync up. Take it easy, Mario. I don't know if this. Like I said, I heard that this one will sync up with it. This is the NSO N64 controller. But if it does, I don't know. I'm not able to do it. Unless there's some kind of trick to it or something. What the hell that? Huh. That just sucks ass. It'd be great if I could use this controller on there. I have to double check. I mean, maybe there's something special you have to do, but like I said, I could swear somebody said that you were able to hook this up to it. How about the sync button? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta get it back so it pairs. Oh, yeah. Ah, ravioli. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't seem like any of this is working. Yes, I don't know. It's obs dot obs dot I think it's Tiny Light 2 is the camera. They have like different versions of it and that. That get into like even more stuff, but it has the its AI function is it can follow you around, so you can like you can control it with hand controls. Like right now, I just locked it so it doesn't follow me, and then you can change it and get it back to where it follows you with the AI. And so if you were in like a big room where you're moving around, it'd be cool for that. It'll follow you around all over the place. It has different settings, like you can do regular, you can do sports, which makes it move faster to keep up with you if you're moving back and forth pretty quick. And then it also has zoom features, which I disabled because I talk a lot with my hand. So I was zooming in all the time. But you could set it up and have it zoom out, zoom in. Like if you had this, you could control it like this and make it zoom in and out by doing that. Or you could just do this and then it'll zoom in. And then you do it again, it zooms out. So yeah, there's all kinds of different settings for it. Yeah, I just tried that and it didn't work on it. But like I said, this one, since I went ahead and synced it, even when you turn the system off and on, and once it comes back on, all you do is hit the start button and it pops it right back on again. So that's pretty cool. So it seems to be permanently synced to it. Plus, like I said, I got the original 64 controller. So this one's a pretty fair condition. The stick has a tiny bit of slop in it. You can notice it, but it's not game changing. You can still play pretty good, but everything else works on it really well. Plus, if I wanted to, I can get one of them kits to change it out. So I was just like, to me, it's just the N64 controller works so good. I don't know. It just, to me, it's just like the best for the system. But this thing's not too bad. I gotta give props to it. It's configured different, because of its got the two hand and everything, but it works really good. Stick works good. But like I said, I want to get that M64 controller. Probably smells like a controller. I don't know. I don't usually go around sniffing the controllers. It's coming from China, so sometimes that plastic is not the best smelling stuff on the planet either. Alexa, stop. Alexa's in there chatting her ass off. Alrighty, well, I think it's not. This hasn't been the best, but I take that back. This was an unboxing and trying this out, knowing full well that I was doing it live, which like I said, I can't edit it, change it, or anything like that. So whatever problems I was experiencing, I was actually experiencing them. Because I watched a lot of videos on the M64 and the Analogue 3D, but I didn't watch a lot to, in a sense, I watched more of like how things looked and how things acted. I didn't really try to learn too much of how to fix this or how to fix that, because I think every one of us is going to hook it in, and then you got to try to figure out how it works and how long does that take. Now, granted, being older, I might be slower on the uptake on some of the stuff, so some of the younger guys might catch on, quicker than I did. But because it's like the one thing is the sound. When I started streaming, I couldn't get any sound out of it. I thought it was OBS. I thought it was Elgato. I messed around with everything. And here it turned out it was just the setting on the Modretro. And, because we were talking about that, and I said, well, yeah, I doubt if there'd be a setting for sound. Well, there isn't a setting for sound, but I had it on 1080, 60 frames per second. And then there was a choice for automatic, and it said 1080 by 60. So I clicked that. Boom, it worked. And all of a sudden the sound kicked on. Why? I don't know. It made no sense. I mean, it's the same freaking setting. So why would it change, cut the sound out? But there you go. And then I am running this on overclocked right now. I put it on, I think there's 5 or 6 overclock settings. I've got it on insane. So far, I haven't any problems with something running on. And when I thought it was a problem, all I did was I got the cartridge out, blew on it, it was fine. Because these cartridges been wrapped up in these, I got them. They came to me in these plastic envelopes, and they've been in there. I think I bought them not too long after I was thinking about buying the Analogue 3D. So they've been in there quite a bit. And so they probably just a little dusty. I'm going to have to get them and clean them the right way, not just by blowing in them. But that works. So, just for this purposes. But yeah, everything seems to be working. Everything seems to be okay on the insane overclocking. I had to sneeze really bad there. But yeah, so I mean that's good. At least we know the overclocking's fine. It's like I said, I heard the Analogue 3D's got a better overclocking on it. I haven't tried it. That's my opinions on the Analogue 3D is just based on what I've seen and everything. And like I said, it seems to be a good system. So again, if you want a system out of the box that has the best graphics settings right now and the best overclocking in that, you'd be better getting an Analogue 3D. If you're okay with this M64 as it is right now, and they're going to add to it, then you get that. But yeah, I just don't let any of the influencers in that give you any bullshit about, oh well, get this, get that, this system kicks ass or whatever. They were, like I said, they were talking about the M64 like it was second coming to Christ, but and like I said, I like it, but I know there's stuff coming down the road they're going to fix on. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with waiting. If I wasn't, I would have just got an Analogue 3D. I mean, you could, they're pretty available now. So if you order one, the only thing is analog shipping is the pain in the ass. They're expensive as hell. They charge you an arm and a leg. Anyways, I appreciate everybody stopping by. I got to look back on the video. I got to see on this sound issue that Lone keeps pointing out and see if it's just him being more aware of the sound difference than I am, or is it really just only in the video, the playback to you guys? Because like I said, I don't notice a difference, but he does. And that or Lone's crazy. I don't know. Lone could be crazy. I hate to throw you under the bus, Lone, but that could be a possibility as well. Anyways, if anybody's interested, I'll be on tonight. Yeah, is it tonight? Man, what is today? Today's Wednesday, isn't it? I won't be on tonight. I take that back. I'll be on tomorrow. At let's see, what time is it anyway? Okay. Yeah, I'll be on Thursday at 80 Eastern time, and I'll be playing Resident Evil Village. I started that last week. We'll be playing it through. Yeah, you can be both if you want to, Lone. But yeah, so tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Yeah, you missed my whole thing on here, Cyrus, about this system. Because I was going over some of the bullet points that I know you brought up on having the OG system or getting into one of these, and one thing I was bringing up was I don't think you should be out buying these because you want to just graphically make the system, the games far superior than they are on the N64 because, I think as well as I do, you can get them new HDMI setups for the N64, the OG system, and they can look really, really good. I think the selling point of these is the overclocking because, some of these games on the OG system are run choppy. They're got a lot of stutter in them. They run slow as hell because they were pushing the shit out of that system. I've been using overclocking and it's been making stuff look pretty smooth. I think that's why you want to buy one of these, is if you want to play the games like they want them to be played, but they just didn't have the system to play it. That's probably the better way to do it. But you can hold off too. I mean, depending on what games you care about, 'cause, I mean, some of the slowdown, we were just so used to it. It wasn't really a big deal either. If you're somebody that had an N64 all your life, you're just used to the slowdown. That was just part of the game, so, but yeah, like I said, if you want to get, I haven't had an OG 64 for a long time. That's why I got this. If I probably would have had an OG 64 and I would have had one of the new HDMI hookups to make them look good on big screen TVs, I probably wouldn't have gave a shit. But I think, like I said, overclocking is what means a lot to me on. And also the bigger deal on these too is, Modretro is working along with Mr. And you're already capable of playing other games systems on this. And they opened up, it's open source. They opened it up to everybody. They threw out their code for it. And with them being Mr. related to Mr. and with it being like a Mr. inside, I think you're going to start seeing other systems running on this thing. So if you want to have something that runs your N64 and that, but then on top of that runs a bunch of other stuff, this might be a good way to go. Now, Analogue 3D will probably do the same thing. So don't make me think, saying, hey, you got to get an M64 for this. No, Analogue 3D will probably do the same thing. But like I said, in the long run, if you want something good, want it now, good overclocking, you want good picture, get you an Analogue 3D. If you want something that runs good, does good, and could be better down the road, get an M64 like I did. If you got the patience for it, which I do, so I'm cool with it. But either way, either system's great. You're not gonna miss out getting one from the other. Pretty soon they'll probably be pretty much like each other. They're all running on FPGA. They got basically the same innards and that. So you're not losing out. So you don't have to. You just choose for maybe aesthetics or whatever. But yeah, don't choose for other reasons. People giving you bullshit and telling you, oh, this is the greatest system. You got to get this. No, they're both good systems. They're both do what they're supposed to do. But yeah, right now, Analogue 3D is doing it better. So that's an honest, assessment. It just, if you want some things that are better right now, you get an Analogue. But if you can wait a little bit, get the Modretro and save some money. It just depends on that. Or if you got an OG system, just keep that. Don't worry about the rest of the shit. Yeah, that'd be interesting if they do that. That's why I'm really waiting to see what comes down the road. Because like I said, I know Modretro is working along with Mr. And so I don't know if that's going to make it happen quicker with them. But Analogue opens their system up to people all the time too. So if people are going to do the same shit on that they do on the M64. So that's what I mean. It's in the end they're both going to be very capable systems. It's just that it just depends. Do you like the look of the Analogue 3D more than the M64? Blah blah blah. But yeah, don't sweat it, because like I said, that the one thing I hated was the influencers that had the M64 prototypes and that, and they ended up getting the final version. They were just singing the praises of this thing, talking about this thing like the best thing, sliced bread, blah blah blah, and that's bullshit. It makes people make buying decisions, for the wrong reasons based on that shit, and they were lying. That there's some stuff on the Analog 3D right now better than the M64, so you can't say the M64 is the best way to emulate the Nintendo 64. It's not. It's good, but it's not the best. So that would be lying. So my advice is just go look at them, watch these videos. Like I put up earlier, I did this unboxing, but mine was more of a trying and goofing around with it while we were live. But if you want a video of an unboxing, go watch Mr. Postile. That's where I watched one of the unboxings was him. Mr. Postile's unboxing is a pretty good video. So go check that out if you want to see like a full unboxing. And he also has the M64 controller, which I don't have. So you can see that as well. And he plays a couple of games or whatever. And yeah, go check him out for that. This unboxing I did was half-ass unboxing and basically trying to see how I could get it to work, which, took longer than I expected. And you can just watch his video and blah, blah, blah. It'll be right. Everything's right there. Oh, yeah, it still boggles my mind what happened during that. Man, I tell you what, talk about Sony got so pissed off at Nintendo, man. They really come at them. Nintendo created a monster when they did that to Sony. I mean, now it's kind of even out because, Nintendo's pretty much up there anymore anyways, so. But yeah, they made a big time enemy out of that. Anyways, like I said, I appreciate everybody stopping by and taking a look at it. There's more I can do with this system. I just haven't done it here. There's a lot of settings I just didn't want to get into, but I'll mess around, see if I can, what I can do with it, what makes it better or whatever. That way, maybe I'll do a video later on when some of these updates been added on. When I think it's getting closer to the Analog 3D, I'll probably maybe do a video to revisit. Well, I'll be playing some N64. I think Sunday night when I do my retro show, it might be an N64 night. I might just go ahead and play N64. That's if my summer card gets in by then. If not, Sunday at 8, I'll be doing Dreamcast. But yeah, so it just depends on if my summer card comes in, because my summer card will be loaded up with all the bells and whistles. So we'll go from there. Because there's a lot of N64 games I like, and there's a lot of them I want to try with this overclocking to see how much better they play. Like I said, I know GoldenEye. I've seen GoldenEye running on overclocking it, and it runs great, which is fantastic because that had a lot of slowdown back in the day. And then there's a couple, especially if they use the expansion pack. The expansion pack let them just be a little slow sometimes. But anyways, thank you everybody. Like I said, tomorrow I'll be on. Oh, Pierre, wait a minute. Pierre, do you got anything going on today? I can't remember. I know there's Crispy's got a show. That's at what, 6 Eastern time. Famous and Crispy will have his friend on once a month, Josh, and they're playing. I think they're playing Dreamcast. They might be playing Dreamcast today. So go check that out. But yeah, I don't know if Pierre's on there or what. Pierre does a show with Famous and Crispy called The Bro Show. So okay, yeah, okay. Pierre will be on at Friday at 6:30 Eastern time. Okay, and then Chris is on 6 p.m. Eastern time today. But yeah, that's Famous and Crispy old games. Go check him out. Like I said, he'll be on with his buddy once a month, Josh.
and Pierre will be on Friday at 6:30. Hey, what are you doing on Friday, Pierre? What you playing? There, Pierre has usually he always plays Monday, Tuesday. Sometimes he plays Friday on his own, or he plays on the Bro Show. And Pierre mixes it up and does, like he has a television on Mondays, and then the rest of them are just, it could be arcade games, retro games, and that. So go check that out. Last Line Official, who's in here too, also has a channel. He does a lot of modern games. Super Mega Graphic 64 is also a YouTuber, and he does a lot of retro games. He also has a PS5 Pro, so he does more modern games. Has a PC for modern games if he wants to do that. But he has he's got a good wit, good humor. He's got a cat, Jon Snow. He's the second. Well, Jon Snow's actually a star, and Super Mega Graphic 64 is a sidekick. But he's a funny guy. Does voices, sings. He does all kinds of stuff. Go check him out. And my buddy Lone Scone has a channel he just started up. He's just got a couple things on there right now, but he'll be adding stuff. But if you want to take a gander, I think he's got a short up in a video. Sega Genesis is what Timex Retro Gamer will be playing. Sega Genesis on Friday at 6:30 Eastern Time. But anyways, let me think everybody was in here. We got Derek Pixatorium. We had Chris was in here. That's famous Crispy Old Games. PJ Smith was in here. For Retro's Sake was in here. Savater was in here. He stopped in. Megatron Plays came in here. Megatron Plays will be on Thursday. Well, she's on tonight too. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Her and Derek Pixatorium will be doing it's something. I forget the name of it. It's something Retro Pixel Show or the Pixel something show. Anyways, go check out Megan's page. Megatron Plays. Check out her YouTube page, and it'll tell you. But it's something like that. But I know it's on at 8 tonight, 8 Eastern Time. So go check her out. And like I said, Derek will be on there with her. And then let's see, we got Jeff was in here, of course. Jeff was on a break. And we got Pierre, and he's still in here. Lone, of course, he's in here. Ob's Obsidian Contraption, he was in here. And Last Line still in here as well. And Good Little Guppy was in here. Let's see. I don't know if I said his name right, but if I murdered it, I apologize. I'm terrible on something. Special Formula was in here. I appreciate him stopping in. I think that's it. I think that's everybody. I appreciate everybody stopping by, and like I said, we'll be doing more of this, and you didn't really miss anything if you didn't catch the beginning of this, because like I said, doing this live was probably a mistake when I think back on it, because we tried to get everything working, and and this wasn't working, that wasn't working. I had to figure shit out. But I mean, that's, I guess, what you would experience at home if you were opening the system up and if you were trying to figure out how to get it to work on stuff. So I guess it just shows your real life experience with it, instead of just doing a video and doing cuts and making it look all good. So anyways, I thank everybody. And like I said, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, I'll be doing Resident Evil Village, if you want to watch that. And on Saturday at 4 p.m., I will be doing Call of the Wild, Hunter Call of the Wild, with Lone Scone. And we'll be doing that for a couple hours. So stop by if you want to. And now, I do like live Cyrus, because, like I said, if you got this system and was setting it up and doing this,
this probably would be shit you ran into, so I mean, it's just an honest look at it instead of cutting and making it look all sweet and tight. It came out naturally as it was. So, anyways, again, thanks a lot, everybody. I will see you all later and talk to you later.